Okay, are we live?
I think, I wonder if I can do this. Does that make it easier to see? I should have done that.
I see you pretty. I think I see you pretty good. How, see if everybody else sees you. That's the real question.
Okay.
Let us know if you guys can see us, if you guys can hear us, all that good stuff. Let me actually check on the iPad to see if anyone can see us or hear us. Both me and Victoria are in, not from our home offices, so it's going to be
Exactly.
an interesting little show.
We are
By the
we are
way,
where we normally are. Trying to find
see
something
how seems like a lot
higher.
of people here. Says yes, yes, and yes. Yes, you are alive and good. Thank you, Larry. Larry says
Yeah,
we are alive and good.
we're alive, and I'm glad we're good.
It, it's good to know. Good to hear, Larry. I mean,
We
yeah.
like to be
So
alive.
I am traveling. So I'm in a hotel, and the internet here is absolute garbage. So I'm streaming just from a regular phone service. And Victoria is. Where are you, Victoria? Let us know.
I'm in the middle of Florida somewhere between my house and my best friend's house. So we're renting a little house. So I'm streaming from my phone too. I didn't even think to log into their stream. Oh well. It's okay.
Yeah, like I tried the Wi-Fi here and it just wasn't good. So I was like, I'll just do it from my phone and see how it goes. So, are you on a little mini vacation?
I am for this weekend. Hadn't seen my best friend in over a year. I didn't think it had been that long, but it had been that long. And boy, we stayed up late last night just talking, and we slept today late today, and then we got up and been going ever since. So it's been fun. How about you? You having a good time too?
I'm having a good time as well. Yep, hit some yard sales this morning. Apparently they're called tag sales in Connecticut, and they're not called yard sales. They're called tag sales here. Got some good stuff. I actually was listing while waiting for this thing to start. Look
Oh,
at me listing on the road. Look what I got, Victoria. I got more video
oh,
games.
dang! Look at you.
She's another Jen. The minions are Chris. Chris is worried that the minions are gone. That's unfortunate.
Did not come with me. You're right, Chris. They did not. A little bit of a break, just a little
Yeah.
bit of one. I did. I went to
Claire,
a store today.
you
Yeah,
did what today?
I went to a thrift store this morning.
You find
And
anything good?
I found a few things, but boy,
Ooh,
they were so rude there.
really?
Yeah, it was a thrift store. It was these little old ladies that had it, and I put my stuff up there, and the lady behind the counter grabs the book that I had bought or that I was buying, and she goes, "That's mine." And I said, uh she's like, "Well, I guess you can buy it." And I'm like, "I found it on the books." She goes, "Well, somebody must have put it over there." And I'm like, I was not a happy camper. I was like, "You
Uh,
witch with me." But anyway, but she let me buy it. So I got it.
it isn't so nice of her to let you buy something in her store.
Yeah, it's so nice
How sweet of her.
to buy something that was for sale in that store.
Yeah. Let me say hi to everyone that's here so far. We have Larry. What's going on? Carl, Jamie. How you doing? Jennifer Hayes. See who else we got. Another Jennifer is here. Chris, Robert, Patrick Murphy, Ella, Steven the reseller, TJ. Wow, dang, you guys, a lot of you here already. Wow. You guys are probably all here for Victoria. That's why you guys are all here.
We can go.
Perlini is here. Marcy is here.
Maurice.
Jersey Gypsy Store Lisa is here. Wow, everybody's here. All right. So those
Welcome,
people
everyone.
who are not aware, Victoria, tell them who you are. Who are
I
you?
have the what is it? A YouTube channel called Adventures with Victoria. I do a monthly, or I mean a weekly morning show, Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. monthly. And
Only
then
once a month, guys. She'll only live once a month.
once a month. That's why you guys don't know me. Once a month. So I do that once a day, Monday through Friday. And I don't know where to look because I have the phone on its side. So I think I have to look down here. But when I look up here, I think I'm looking somewhere else. So if you feel like I'm like,
You're doing good. Just keep.
what?
I
Anyway,
feel like you're looking at the right place.
okay. And then me and Nana do auction Tuesdays and Thursdays. I do Cajun Roots Reseller. I don't do Cajun, but I do a show with Cajun. Cajun Roots Reseller. Do a show. 3 p.m. on Tuesdays, or Wednesdays, Tuesdays. And then Monday I do a show with Robin. Oh, it's been a long weekend.
This is the easy question, Victoria. This is the easy question. They get harder from here. It's supposed to be the easy one. Oh man. OMG, Victoria. Yep, she's already started, guys. Robert's in the chat is like, you do what?
Robert's like, you better not do my man, Victoria. I'm sorry, Robert.
So, Larry wants to know, can you show us the stove?
It's downstairs, Larry. I'm in the upstairs portion. I'd have to go down these treacherous stairs that are like slippery as all get out.
Yeah. Chris is wondering how many margaritas that you. Oh my goodness.
None. Oh, Ella, look at you.
Ella. $49.99 super chat. You are crazy. Did you make a mistake there, Ella? Did you put an extra like 9? Oh my.
Congratulations.
I don't have like any minions to play or anything. I'm so new to this.
Ella.
There we go. We'll just do that. Ella, thank you so much. Thank you so much for busting me. You're the best. Thank you so much, Ella. Wow. I forgot what I was going to even ask you.
I don't know what you were asking. Yeah, that's amazing, Ella. She's such a sweetheart.
Oh, Chris was asking how many margaritas have you had? There we
None.
go.
And we even went to lunch at Chili's, but I did not partake. Hey, Crystal.
Wow. Oh, we have Jeff here. Where's the Charmander super chat thing? Chris, I haven't set anything up yet. I just got monetized yesterday.
You gotta
So I don't have time to set anything up.
You're a day late.
I'm going to do something. Probably. Hey, what's up? eBay Addicts is here. Yeah, I still don't know what I'm even going to do. That's the thing. I have to do something, obviously. Just I don't know what's going to be. There we go. Larry said you gave me the email inside. There we go. We're good. So, Victoria, tell us, how long have you had a YouTube channel, and what inspired you to get one?
A little over a year. Let me see. A year. Yeah, a little over. Well, I guess about a year and a half by now. I've had the channel. I don't know. What inspired me? I'm trying to think of the name. I followed Thrift Store Gold is their channel name. We used to be their channel name. Christina and Martin with Thrift Store Gold. And they kind of talked me into starting the YouTube channel. First time I was ever on YouTube, I went on one of their lives to sing Martin happy birthday. And that was like 2 years ago, the end of the year. So that's kind of what did it. And then that's where I got some of my subscribers that still are with me today, which have become my friends, like Cajun Roots Reseller. Yes. Cajun Roots Reseller, Jen, JRKR, and a few others. That's where we met is with them, through them. So
wow,
that's what happened. That's how it happened.
And how long have you been doing your morning show?
A year in March. I started that a year ago this past March.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't believe that's already been a year. It's already been on. That year went by fast.
Now I heard you started because you weren't a morning person, right? That's why I heard you started.
not a morning person. I needed to get myself out of bed, have something that I was required to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have a real job where I had to get up at a certain time and get out by a certain time to get to work at a certain time. So I started, Jen, I started a YouTube, a show. And I started at 7:30. Why I picked 7:30, I will never know, but it's been 7:30 ever since. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I love my
And
show.
how long have you been reselling for?
Um, Probably about the same amount of time, about a year and a half with this time. I've done it in the past, but nothing serious like this.
What's up, Kay? Kay, come on and say hi. Haven't seen you in a while, okay? Flipping with Wes, how you doing? I saw Resale Dojo is here. What's up, Steve?
How you doing, Steve?
Gina is here. Man, a lot of people. Leroy said, Ella, could I borrow $5?
Leroy's funny.
Yeah, so Virginia thought she's been following you for that long. That's crazy. Way too early for me. Yeah, Pearl. Same. I'm on the East Coast and it's way too early for me. You're on the West Coast, so it's definitely way too early for you.
Yeah. Perlini, that is like 5:30 in the morning for her. That is way too early.
Wait, I think it's 4:30 because it's 3 hours, but she's in California. So yeah,
Yeah. I say 30. Yeah, 4:30.
You say that's no way I'm getting up there early.
No, it's not.
Not even for you.
I wouldn't ask anyone to get up that early. Hey, but if you're up, join the show. If you're up already,
there you go. That's the one thing because I'm late to the Adventures of Victoria game. Obviously, everybody knows about you forever. The first time I found out about you was on Cajun's show, actually on Haladala when you were as guest host. So I was like, let me see what this is about. Then I came to your show a couple of times. I'm like, how is she so bubbly and energetic this early? How is that possible? And it's yeah, it has to be, right?
Coffee.
Well, I don't know what kind of coffee that is. It's some special coffee for that kind of energy.
It's just me and my coffee. It's nothing special.
Brick house.
Brick house. Hey, Steve.
What's up, Steve? How you doing? Donna's Diamonds is here. How you doing, Donna? Steve says he's still looking for board games.
Poor Steve. We may have to extend the thing just for Steve. Poor thing.
Hey, I had $20 left to spend, and I spent it all today. So I finally hit my budget goal.
Wow.
Larry says I've been with Victoria since she first did it. List to zip it with Jenny. There also the show of cookie points.
Yeah, me and Jenny, when we first started doing shows together, she's no longer doing shows, but we gave away cookie points, and then people could win prizes. But yeah,
wow,
that was a long time ago, Larry.
So, Curse is saying Victoria's not a more important than meetups. She's the last one up.
This is true. I am the last one up.
What's up, April?
How are you?
Hey, what's up, Danny?
How you doing?
Hey, guys, I'm sorry if I miss you. I'm doing this on my phone. So if I don't see your comment, just keep commenting. I'm sure it's gonna show up again. It's a lot harder to do it from the phone though than from the laptop. So if I don't see you, it's not on purpose.
It is a lot harder to do. I'm doing it from the phone too, and I can click on the chat, but then I completely lose you. It brings up a different page.
Oh wow. Craig is wondering, are cookie points anything like brownie points?
Brownie pats? Okay, points.
No, points.
What are points?
Yeah. All right. So explain to me your how can I kindly put this? Your obsession with minions.
How do you explain an obsession? How do you explain? I mean, they're just these cute little cuddly yellow fluffy pills that are just so adorable. They're adorable. I just love them. They're so cute. My license plate on my car is even Minions. Believe it or not, my husband got that for me for Christmas. Yeah.
If you were to count how many Minion items you have in your house, what do you think the guess would be? How many?
I bet I have close to 100 because I have Minions
Whoa.
that people sent me that I have not had room to put up behind me. Now that I have that shelf, the new shelf that Todd put up for me, I'll be able to. I don't even have enough room for all of them. I don't think I have.
Dang.
I have 100 minions at
That's
least.
great. Hey, Secrets of Wonder Us recently. How you doing?
Hello.
Larry, thank you for that kind word. Appreciate it. Kay didn't give you the Wi-Fi password. I got the Wi-Fi password. The Wi-Fi just here sucks, DJ. That's all I'm saying. The Wi-Fi here sucks. I'll just rather do it on the phone. I legit did a speed test on the Wi-Fi, and it's one download, one upload. That's what the Wi-Fi here is. In my warehouse, I have 200 download, 50 upload. So I'm like, there is no way I am doing a stream on one download, one upload. I'm going to look like a fuzzy mess.
Well, you're doing good on your own Wi-Fi, whatever that's called.
It's just the regular phone service, it's just 5G with the Verizon. That's all it is.
Well, you're doing good with that. Nothing's like to start it and go. Yeah, it's not doing that.
The only problem is like you're kind of delayed, so I hear you like 2 seconds after you start talking. So I have to like kind of like stop talking right away and hear you.
That would drive me crazy.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm in a news show right now. I feel like it's like I'm trying to get used to the delay live. I'm just hoping that on the stream it comes smoothly and people have no issues. But it seems like nobody's having any issues right now, so I think we should be doing good. Hey, Simply Dana, how you doing?
Dana was somebody I met on.
Hello, and beautiful chat. Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, Steven has a friend playing tonight with his band outside. That's awesome.
Nice.
That sounds like a good time, Steve. Adam's here. How you doing? Five resellers both here today. How you guys doing?
Cool.
So, what kind of advice would you give to people who are starting a YouTube channel now and are just going through like the ups and downs of it, and maybe want to quit or maybe want to continue going? What kind of advice would you give them since you've been doing this for about a year and a half now? What advice would you give them to continue going and continue to grow for YouTube? Yes.
For YouTube. Oh gosh. Okay, if it's a brand new channel, just number one, schedule and stick with a schedule. Like when I started doing the morning shows, I made it a priority in my schedule that I was going to get up and do those morning shows. So as long, and that makes people look forward to, because they know that you're going to be doing a show at a certain time. It gives them something to look forward to. Not like if you just do a show every now and then, you're not going to get the same people every time because they're not going to know you have a schedule, a set schedule. So number one, very important, is keep a set schedule. Number two, start a show and try different things. I've had interview shows. I've had listing shows. I've had auction shows. Just try everything. I've had bingo shows. When me and Jenny first started, we actually started the bingo show that Johnny is now, he took it over for us.
Oh, and wow.
He started that, and it just, at the time I was doing too many shows. So I asked Johnny if he wanted to take it over, and he did. So start, even if you don't stick with something, start. You're not going to know what you like, what kind of shows you like to do, unless you experience everything. You know what I'm saying? Try it for a little while, and then you can always keep that time slot, even if you change the show up a little bit. So that's the main thing, is just start something, do different types of shows to see what you like, and make sure that you stick to a schedule.
And you mainly grew your channel with lives, right? You have way more lives upload videos, right?
Right. I have way more lives uploaded than I have regular videos. And I wanted to get like regular videos uploaded. I've never really done it. So that's not something that I've ever really had the time to do, really. So if you're doing lives, you stick to a schedule with lives. If you're doing uploads, you stick to a schedule. Every Tuesday at 2 p.m., Paul's going to put a video so that everybody knows about when your video is going to come out.
That's very good advice. That's something that took me probably a year to learn on my own. Because it took me a year to actually discover this community existed. But in that year, I was just like, we just post willy-nilly, like, oh, I have an upload on 10 p.m. on a Tuesday. Then, oh, I have an upload at 9 a.m. on a Thursday. Or I have an upload at 2 p.m. on a Saturday. And I'm like, why is nobody watching? Because like nobody knows when to look for my stuff. So
Right.
it's actually really good advice. The schedule is very important.
Right. Another thing with scheduling, especially when you're doing lives, okay, guys, we only have 24 hours in a day. And there are tens of thousands of us doing YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to overlap each other. I'm going to have a show that comes on at 7:30. Yep. Someone else might have a show that comes on at 7:30. And that's okay. Because the people that like to watch me and you at the same time, they'll watch one of us live and then the other one they'll watch not live, So I wouldn't worry so much about overlapping people when they're live, because there's only 24 hours in the schedule. And if we all try and take a different hour, not many of us are going to be able to go live. So, I wouldn't worry so much.
For sure.
I wouldn't worry so much about when to go live. Schedule it around the time that it's good for you as the channel owner to go live. Hey, Susanna.
What's up, Susanna? We have a little. Whoa, the chat just completely jumped. Holy moly! I am that far behind the chat already. Okay, I am about an hour behind. Okay, Carter P's also here. How you doing? Little Debbie is here. Again, if I missed you, I'm sorry. I'm on my phone. Westside Gary, what is up?
Hey.
Westside Gary is here. Donna Diamond said, great tip. Agreed. Consistency. That's right, Virginia.
Definitely.
Absolutely true. Let me see. Jen just out here dropping links like a boss. We love you, Jennifer. Thank you.
I didn't know Jen was.
Again, if I missed you, sorry. Just keep commenting. And oh yeah, Jennifer's been dropping links nonstop.
Wow,
she's dropping Ella Stash's link.
Jennifer is the best.
She's killing it. Yeah. So here's a little question I had for you. You sing beautifully. Everybody knows that. Everybody just can't wait for their birthday day to get a birthday song. I was special. I think I got like 3 birthday songs from you that day, and then even my dog got a birthday song. So like feel really special. So did you have like any like lessons? Did you do anything with like theater or voice, or did you just have that gift?
No, I was in chorus in middle school and high school. So for 7 years, I had lessons in chorus in middle and high school, but no private lessons or anything like that. So.
Oh wow! You didn't do anything like any theater or anything like that?
Any what?
Like theater, like performing, like
just
plays.
Just in chorus.
Wow.
I entered a few contests before and, stuff like that, but nothing like what you're talking about. But
that's great.
Something now I don't remember what it was. Oh, well, I'll remember it. Hopefully, maybe. Who knows?
Chris is wondering when you're going to go back to your 2-hour morning show.
Chris, I'm not. I have too much in the day to do. I would never get any eBay listings done if I was on, and it's so hard to get off of the YouTube and do YouTube makes me a little bit of money, but eBay is my bread and butter. So I've got to concentrate on that too. Oh, sorry, Chris. My hair is driving me crazy.
Call a favor. I don't think you're wrenched. I don't think I can wrench you from my phone. I apologize. But if anybody, Jen, if you can drop her link, call a favor. I forgot your name, but she is a 15-year-old who is a reseller, and she's absolutely destroying it. So if you guys want to go, so if you guys want to go, Jen, if you can please drop her link or found it somewhere. She did! Jennifer Hayes, you are great. Guys, please give Call a Favor a sub. She has awesome stuff, and you guys won't be disappointed. Thank you, Jennifer. You're the best.
Jennifer,
I already did. I see that.
She can read minds before you ever say it. She knows.
Mm-hmm. She's insane. There we go. Like new sub. Welcome. Thank you guys. You guys are great. Let's see, I think there's a question I missed. Maybe not. Oh yeah, right here. Susanna has a birthday on Monday, so Susanna, come to Victoria's show, and Susanna's gonna and Victoria's gonna sing for you.
Susanna, come by and remind me.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot, there's a day between now and Monday, and I won't remember.
Especially if she drinks some margaritas tomorrow or tonight. I don't know what she's gonna do.
Yeah.
So do you mainly sell, like let's go with the recent, do you mainly sell on eBay or do you sell anywhere else?
Mainly eBay. I started out selling on Poshmark. And that's for a new seller, that's perfect to get used to it because you really don't have to think about shipping or anything. You just print the label out, do it from there. And then I moved over to eBay. I didn't want to. My friend Jenny kind of talked me into it, and I moved over to eBay, and I've been selling on eBay. What are you laughing at?
You said I didn't want to move over to eBay. I was forced to.
But I love selling on eBay.
Now, do you source from those like wholesale boxes, or do you have like a bin store near you? Do you thrift near you? Well, where do you source from?
My sourcing has actually changed over the last year. So when I first started, I would sell anything that would sell. I'd scan it with the eBay app. I would go to the bin store, which actually closed during COVID. I was so upset because that was my main source. I would sell clothing, which I hated. I don't sell clothing anymore. And if it sold, I would buy it if I could get it for a good price. Now I have slowly transitioned. What happened is I found a like a daily deals type store where it starts out at $10 and then the next day it goes to $8 and the following day it goes to $6 and it goes all the way down. In my town, at least, it goes down to $1 on Wednesdays. So I would go in there, I would scan stuff, and if it sold, and most of everything I was finding was HBA. And if it sold, I would try and get as many as I could to make because a lot of times with HBA, you have to bundle stuff together to make a small little profit, but it sells so well. So that's how I started. And then I started watching Lindy. Can't remember her last name. Larry would it's Lindy something. I can't remember her last name. Anyway, she is a big proponent for wholesale ninjas. So I got some wholesale ninja boxes. And now I'm going to get out. I was doing plush for a while. I'm pulling my plush. I don't want to do that anymore. And there's a couple of other things on my site that I'm pulling. I don't really want to do. And my 99% of my store is now going to be HBA because that's the majority of what I sell is HBA. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah. I remember you said you were pulling clothes, pulling plush, pulling books, right? Getting rid of all that stuff at HBA. That's awesome.
Pulled the books, so I've already gotten rid of those. What I didn't sell in my auction, I donated back to the store. I've already pulled some of my plush has been pulled, not all of it, but I am going to pull a lot of it and just make big lots of plush like I've been doing. But these are going to be bigger plush. I've saved the big boys for last. Big plush,
future auctions. Future auctions.
These are 8 to 14 inch plush. I mean, these are huge. So I can't put as many in a lot, otherwise it's going to cost an arm and a leg to mail them. But well, not really, not when you use UPS. But hey, Dan.
What's up, Dan?
But yeah, so I've done that. And then I also sell these things called Color Street nails. And I'm going to get out of that. I'm actually going to pull those off of eBay and I'm going to put them on Poshmark. I made that decision the other day. So all I'm going to have on eBay, really, 99% of it will be HBA. Have high-end and more affordable options. It's great. Yeah, Donna does HBA too. And we've been talking and behind the scenes, she sent me a message. So
yes, Bubbly? I am, Susanna. I'm in Connecticut.
What is did she call you Bubbly?
Yes.
Why does she call you Bubbly? I need to know the story behind that.
That's my favorite seltzer drink is bubbly. So I
Oh,
always
okay.
be
I
drinking
was
bubbly. So she's like, you're gonna be. And then she said my blue eyes are very bubbly. You guys can see
aw.
my
Okay,
blue
I was
eyes.
thinking
So she's so
beer or bubbly wine. I didn't think it was seltzer. So okay, that's good. Bubbly, huh?
is this the live interview on locations?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dad. We're both on locations. We're both out of the office.
Paul's like, Victoria, you want to do an interview, but you can't be at your house. You have to go rent something. I said, okay, Paul, I'll do that. Paul's
Yes.
like, I'm going to go away that weekend
I,
too.
I was like, I was like, question: what is HBA? You
It,
want to explain to Zion what HBA is?
yeah, it stands for health and beauty aids. It's like medications, like Advil could be an HBA. It's shampoo. It's lotions. It's what else is it? Lipstick, lip gloss.
Biscotti. Don't forget some beautiful, delicious biscotti.
Yeah, you buy biscotti from Victoria and she'll lick it. Not really. No, that was the Pop Tarts. I do have clothing on the auctions, but I no longer sell clothing online. I hate measuring clothing. And I don't have a lot of clothing, Virginia. I just have a little bit. But yeah.
Makes sense. Larry said he's liking HBA. Really easy to list. Uses a scanner and a barcode. There
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah. Larry started doing HBA too. And I love it. I love HBA. You're
Hit the like
welcome.
button. You tell him. You tell him. I would like to get with you. I would like to get with you also, Donna. Whoa, I hope you mean like about HBA stuff, Larry, not personal.
Donna might be married, Larry. I'm just saying. Maybe not. I don't know.
Donna is definitely married. Dan wants to know, have you cooked with your tiny stove yet?
No, I have not. But isn't that the tiniest stove you guys have ever seen? I'm going to have to take you downstairs and show you. Okay. I hope I make it down there alive, you guys. It's really a slippery steps. Let me show you.
Dana says it's biscotti. It's pronounced biscotti. Okay, sorry, Dan.
Oh, I thought biscotti. Okay, look at these steps. And I don't even think I can turn this around. So, aren't those?
Uh-oh, they look dangerous.
They are so
They
dangerous.
look dangerous.
Hold on a minute.
Don't fall. Actually, if you fall, it's gonna make good TV. You probably could fall.
Yeah, that'll end up on Robin's funny reel.
It's gonna end up somewhere. That's for sure.
Here is the stove for use that are not Facebook friends. Let me get all the crap off of it. This is the tiniest stove I've ever seen. Look at that little tiny thing. Isn't it cute?
It looks like an easy bake oven.
It does. I was like, but they did have a coffee maker, which made me very happy this morning.
Right.
Yeah, tiny
What could you cook on that thing? I don't even know. What could you fit?
tacos, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I
so
really
funny.
don't know. Tiny. You could fit
Adorable little stove.
like a Barbie.
Like a Barbie stove.
Crazy. See, now y'all making me going back up here. How many steps?
Carly, damn, how many steps?
There's a lot. Look at all those steps.
Then goes, I think camping stoves are even smaller.
Tiny little stove.
Donna
Man.
goes, Larry, they are funny, aren't they? Oh, man. Slide down the stairs. This is simply Dana.
Now that we've had our outing, go back up here and sit down. Come on, Barbie. I counted 12.
Virginia says I counted 12 steps.
Yeah, I went down them last night for the first time without shoes. I was like, oh, I'm going to fall. I was telling my friend Jen, I'm like, be careful. Cute. Everybody thinks it's such a cute stove. It is a cute stove, but you can probably just cook for one person on it, man. It's tiny. Yeah.
Trying to get some workout.
I'm out of breath.
Wow, those are some crazy stairs, and I try to make it down. Oh, man.
Yeah,
If you
neat.
guys have any questions for Victoria in the chat, please put them in. I'm gonna try to see them. If you do it, we got camping stove. So let me see what other shows. I don't know. Are you thinking about getting on the other shows in the future, or are you gonna just stick to your morning show, or do you have anything in the hopper for the future for yourself?
I do, but not for this channel. I'm thinking about possibly starting another channel, but not really. I'm not going to be doing any lives on it, and you're really not going to see my face on it. You're going to see from here down. That's it. From here down. How do you do that? Where's my thing? Oh, right. Where is it? You'll see that. That's all you're going to see.
What is on this channel? I want to know.
It's going to be an ASMR channel if I ever get it started, and it's going to be me
Ooh,
eating ice. I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to eat ice.
that's the only thing you're doing?
Oh, I found an ice eating channel, and she has over 100,000 subscribers in under a year. Just all she does is eat ice. She doesn't talk. She doesn't, and all she shows is this much. She wears lipstick and she eats ice. That's it. I thought, I love ice. I could do that. I'm going to eat ice anyway. So oh crap! What are they saying?
That doesn't say anything about you. I'm just laughing at the ice comment.
I
Late to
eat
the
ice anyway.
party.
Ice.
Hey, thank you, Carl. $2 super chat. Hey,
How are you, Carl?
Victoria, do the minion thank you for me, please.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm not doing the little
Works
string.
for me.
Sorry.
Please don't. Captain America goes, oh heck, I can't do that.
Oh, eat ice? I
What is she
love it.
gonna do now?
What's she gonna
Oh
do now?
no. ASMR. Oh, she goes, okay, here question. At what point did you leave Poshmark? Like, was there a specific moment you just overclosed? Good question.
I left Poshmark, and I didn't always sell clothes. I didn't sell just clothes on Poshmark. I did have clothes, but I didn't sell just clothes on Poshmark. I sold a little bit of everything on Poshmark. Um, I don't remember when there was a defining moment. I just knew that number one, Poshmark charged like it was the highest platform at the time before I went over to eBay. So, and I think it still is the
Yeah.
highest platform, and their shipping is extremely high on Poshmark compared to what I would charge on eBay or what people would have to pay on eBay. So, and you don't get to keep that extra money. Poshmark makes that extra money. They don't pass that on
Mm-hmm.
to the seller. So there wasn't really a defining moment, but I was talking to my friend Jenny, and she did it on she did sales on she did Poshmark, but she did most of them on eBay. And she said, Victoria, you will sell so much more on eBay than you do on Poshmark. And in my case, she was right. Now you do still have to list every day or do something in your back room and in eBay every day. You have to do stuff, but it's a lot less than I was having to do on Poshmark because I was sharing 2 or 3 times a day. I was following people. People were following me. I mean, it was just a lot of work. And since then I've heard that you don't have to do that kind of stuff all the time. So I don't know if the things have changed with it or they just tell you have to, but it was a lot of work for me. So that's mainly the reason that I left and went to eBay.
Hey, Carter, thank you so much,
Oh,
Carter.
Carter, you're so
399 Canadian.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Heading to the BC around. Thank you so much, Carter. I appreciate it. To jump off, piggyback off your Poshmark statement, I think Poshmark is really good if you're selling like shoes or selling jackets. Anything in that 2 to 5 pound range, the Poshmark
Mhm.
shipping is way more efficient than the eBay shipping. I think they only pay like $8 or something, and you can get a 5 pound box. So I found a lot of myself selling shoes and jackets and like the heavier items like that on Poshmark. Because it doesn't matter what you sell. I think it's a flat shipping. I think it's $8 or something. It's flat shipping. It doesn't matter if you sell it like you said, like you sell those like fake nails, or if you
Right.
sell a 5-pound jacket, you pay the same amount of shipping.
Right.
So like that way it's more efficient. And then as far as the sharing is concerned, I use a thing called a bot. I use a bot.
Some
and
people time. They say that
and,
Poshmark doesn't care that you use them.
yeah, like I really don't think Poshmark cares because it results in more sales. So that means I get more
Exactly.
sales, Poshmark gets more money. So I don't
It,
think Poshmark cares either.
this is just my thoughts, but Poshmark would be pretty dadgum smart to have their own bot under a different name than Poshmark and to charge the fees that they charge for using bots. That's just my,
Hmm.
who says they don't? Just saying, who says
Yeah.
they don't? I mean, I have no idea. I'm just making a comment, but
Hey, what's up, Gary? $2 super sticker. Thank you so much, Gary. I like so far like I didn't think no one was gonna give me any money, so I didn't do that either. You guys are way too nice. Thank you guys so much. I
you
appreciate it.
you just got
Going to the big
monetized. Of
studio.
course, people are going to celebrate with you.
Yeah, people are crazy. Hey Maria, how you doing?
Hey,
Take care. Got a warm. Want to step in and say hi. Thank you so much, Gary. You have a good one. Thank you for stepping by. How did you start, Victoria? That's what Stephen wants to know.
how did I start? YouTube or eBay? If you're talking about
No,
YouTube,
just life, just life in general. How did you start life?
well, two people did this thing. They had immaculate conception, which was me. Oh, let me know, Stephen. Are you talking about eBay or if you're talking
Like
about
in the
eBay,
beginning, God created the heaven and the earth, and
and then
then created Adam.
but if you're talking about eBay or Poshmark, I just started selling first I got some things around my house, and then I started going to the thrift stores and to the bins, and I started scanning things with the eBay app to see what kind of sales I would get, but I would put them on Poshmark. I scanned with the eBay app, but then I would put them on Poshmark at that time. Now I put everything on eBay, of course. So, but
Because now we all know we all are alive.
I
Hey,
bet you,
what's up, Cheryl? Cheryl the reseller.
Carol, I bet you I am 99.9% sure that every one of you started the same way.
Victoria has a pebble ice maker at home. My wife has one. Basically, makes Sonic pebble ice. Oh.
Yes, actually, Dan is the one that told me to get that particular ice maker. And oh my gosh, Dan, I love it. I love it. So yeah, I'm going to make ice videos.
Susanna's wondering what the name of it is. Do you know what the name of it is?
Oh, I don't. And I'm not home to tell you. I don't remember. But Dan, if Dan is at home, he can tell you. I don't remember what it's called.
No.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Jeff forgets. Leia was really the first guy, not Adam. Yeah, I made a meme with Larry, and it was like God said, "Hey, Adam, you are the first creature." And Adam's like, "Yeah, what about that thing over there?" God's like, "I don't know. He was here before me."
And Larry,
And
they're
that
like,
thing was Larry. This is called
yes,
the Opal
that's
Nugget
it.
Ice Maker.
Opal
Okay.
nugget. Oh, love that ice.
She's like, here he
Mary,
goes, Victoria in the afternoon, right? Yeah.
believe it or not, on a Saturday, nonetheless.
Whoa,
Aw, that's so sweet.
Jenny Penny.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I have no clue who this is.
Aw, Jenny Penny, how did you find Paul?
Jenny Penny, thank you so much.
Oh, that's super sweet of you.
I appreciate it. Thank you for watching, I guess. I hope you know who I am. Thank you so much. Paul, that was awesome. Yeah, it was a funny meme. I knew I could make a joke about you, Larry, and you'd be cool with it. So that's why I did it.
Been wanting an ice maker. It is a little expensive. Try and get it on sale. I was able to get it through Amazon on sale. They had a sale on it, But I mean, it's like, I don't know, like a $400 ice maker normally, if you can't get it on sale. It's an expensive ice maker, but
$400.
it is so worth it. It is so, if you love to eat ice as much as I love to eat ice, it's so worth it. I'm having like withdrawal symptoms this weekend because I don't have any ice. I'm like laying in bed like this. I'm teasing.
You guys are crazy.
No,
Julie.
I love that you guys are taking care of my friend.
Man.
I love that you guys are taking care of my friend.
Julie, thank you so much. Love you, Victoria, and P and friends. Listen and can't type. Thank you so much, sweet Julie. You're the best. Thank you. Man, you guys are going to start making me cry on live soon, man.
Make him cry. Make him cry. Make him.
No, don't. That's going to be bad. Harry says he's a big-time ice eater.
Are you, Harry?
When is this ice challenge going to start for you, or this channel?
I don't know. I don't have time to even create a new channel yet, but I'm going to go ahead and start recording the recordings. I'm going to go ahead and when I'm eating the ice, I'm going to go ahead and start videotaping. I just don't know when I'm going to start uploading the videos. I wasn't even going to tell anybody. I don't know how you got that out of me. I wasn't going to tell anybody because I didn't want anybody to make fun of me for eating ice in front of people.
I'm just shocked that there's somebody that has 100,000 subscribers and all she does is eat ice.
That's all she does. She doesn't talk. She just eats ice. Over 100,000. Over. Can you imagine? These people love to watch people eat ice.
Susanna says the cheapest one she sold was $403.
Yes, Susanna, they are expensive. Yikes. If you have the extra money, they are, oh my gosh, they're wonderful. I love mine. Love it. It's the best ice you will ever find.
Oh, you look laid up, someone like you use all your energy. That's what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I eat ice too, chopping. Like we're about to have a whole YouTube reselling YouTube ice channel now. Just every day is gonna be a different person eating ice.
I want ice. Now, Jennifer, I'm jealous of you. I want ice right now.
Larry says I record rain and it's going nowhere yet.
I think you have to start a new channel, Larry. I don't think you can do that on your reselling channel. I think it has to be a separate, completely separate thing because those are the type of people that's all they want. That's all the content they want is that ASMR type content. They don't want our reselling content. Ooh.
And Maya Foxwoods knows Susanna. I'm at some crappy like hotel in the middle of Connecticut. I have no clue where I am, to be honest. I'm somewhere in the middle of Connecticut. But do I see Susanna? What the heck are tag sales? Victoria, you know what tag sales are?
Tag sales is that?
That's what they call yard sales here. They call them tag sales.
Never heard it called that. I was thinking tag sale was like a estate sale, like with a tag. Oh, huh. No, I've never called it like that. I've never heard.
I got here yesterday, so we're trying to search to see where we can go to yard selling today. And we started searching yard sales and we're getting no results. We're like, what the heck? Why is there no yard sales tomorrow? There's a lot of area here. And then so we started searching the garage sales and then we find all these things called tag sales. Like, what's going on? So then I searched tag sales, and there's millions of them here. So apparently they call them, So here we go. There's another tip for you guys.
What was interesting is what do you call yard sales in your corner of the country? Do you call them tag sales, yard sales, rummage sales? I mean, what do you call? That's an interesting question. Sorry, I didn't mean to take the show.
No, that's a good thing. I would like to hear these answers because Sally goes, "You're in Connecticut. They're weird there." Okay, good to know. So, is there no store where you are, Victoria?
I did see a Circle K, which normally has that type of ice. I saw one when we went out to lunch today, but where we went to lunch was like, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes away. Where we're staying, we are like in the woods. Like at night when it gets really, really quiet, you can actually hear banjos playing. So just saying.
Banjos?
like dun 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 dun.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm like, who are your neighbors?
No, I'm teasing. But it's not backwater, but it is like there's nobody around. But I did see
I'm like, Victoria,
yeah.
get out while you still can.
Yeah.
So Ella is saying that eating ice can lead to tooth decay. So be careful
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah, I know. I've been doing it my whole life though. I don't know.
So Donna says garage sales where she is. Garage sales. So pretty much just garage sales. Robert was thinking that tag sales are estate sales. Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah.
But then I saw pictures and it was just regular yard sales.
Huh. I wonder why they call them
I've
tag.
been to tactiles. There's just an estate sale. Yeah, I have no clue either. I didn't have the guts to ask. I was like, when I said like, this is out on your yard. You're having a sale out on your yard. You should just call it a yard sale. But nope, I didn't ask him. I just got the
Huh.
good deals and left.
Yeah, I've heard carport sales, yard sales, garage sales. Garage and carport are kind of the same thing. One's connected, one's not.
Is Kay gonna sneak in the room? But I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Kay is not here. I'm by myself in the hotel room. Cheryl, I don't know what you're referring to.
I love you.
Susanna says, I'd rather hear a banjo than a chainsaw in the middle of the night.
Yes, you are so right, Susanna. Actually, the funny thing is the movie Deliverance. The funny thing is right on the paperwork that you read when you get here, it says, we have a black bear show up in the yard every once in a while. Please be careful. I'm like, what? I was like, okay, once we're in the house, we're not going outside after dark. The black bear.
We have Dan the Intern here. The term tax is used more in the Northeast than other parts of the United States. Thank you, Dan the Intern. I hit a bunch of estate sales today. Great scores. Nice.
You know, that's something I've never done.
Delaware Valley calls them garage or yard sales.
Yeah, that's what we call them here. I've never been to an estate sale. I'd like to go sometime, but aren't the things at estate sales like kind of expensive?
What I've learned with estate sales is you want to go either the first day or the last day. If you go the first day, you can kind of scoop around trying to find the best deals you can. But if you go the last day, they usually have 50 to 75% off the regular prices, and that's when you actually can get the deals on for your like your eBay store. But I have never had that much good luck in estate sales in my life. I have way better luck in garage sales because with estate sales, you actually have a company to come in and you pay them to price things for you. So they actually will try to price them and get as much as you can. When you do garage sales, yard sales, you just price it by yourself, and whatever you think it's worth, it's worth. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Robert says depends on the company running it. Yeah, that makes sense as well. Steve says they call them barn sales where he is.
Oh wow, it's interesting what people call them around the United States.
Steve, it's because there's no garages where you are. It's only barns. That's probably why it's called barn sales.
Where's he at?
What's he lives like in the middle of New York. He is like middle of nowhere. There we go. Victoria, idea for your teeth. Get one of those things that the football players use for their teeth to protect the teeth from the ice.
Can you imagine me eating it with a guard?
Hey, here's Johnny.
There's my boy.
About time you got it, Johnny. What's going on, man? Thank you for stopping by. Johnny, how are you on subs, man? Drop your link. Let's get you to the grand.
Did he make it yet? Did he make it? Everybody follow our friend Cajun Roots Reseller. He is so close to making 1,000. Look in the newspaper in the books.
So she says, I just
knock on the family.
You don't do that. You don't. No way, Susanna.
No.
I refuse to believe you actually do that. That has to be a joke.
No, it's gotta be a joke. It's gotta.
Imagine she's like, hey, I heard your grandma just died. You saw her stuff?
Can I go look through her stuff? Oh, jeez.
There's no way you do that.
She's got to be teasing. She's got to be.
Jennifer goes, I could never do that. I don't know. She might be. They were so done. They were saying, "Take it." Oh, see.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
so yes, some are like that. Yeah. I have somebody coming. I think next week. I think Bob. She's a channel. Her name is Bob Buys. She's like another YouTube channel, and she has a deal with one estate company, and they tell her when they're doing things, and so they tell her like, "Hey, at this sale we have $1 close. You can just come
Nice.
and get close for $1." And so she goes there. And she kills it. She gets like brand new with tag Ralph Lauren, new with tag Armani's, all that for $1 per item. So she destroys it there.
That's cool.
I'm still trying to see from Susanna that was true or not. I'm
I
trying to
know.
see.
I keep looking, but she hasn't said
Okay,
it.
Jennifer Hayes says Johnny says 58. Johnny has 58 to go, so he's almost there.
Oh,
942 for Johnny. That's awesome.
she did. She answered. Oh, that's good. 58. Do you see her answer? Yeah. I'd be mortified.
Yeah, good joke. Man,
We'd be
Susanna, you had
mortified
me going there for a second.
Yeah, you did. We'd be mortified for you, Susanna. We're like, she's our friend. Come on, Susanna. You need your medicine. Come on, honey. I'm teasing. I'm totally teasing.
Look at Dan here being an investigator. He says Kay today posted a Kettle Bagels post. Paul posted a Kettle Bagels post. Maybe we both just enjoyed Kettle Bagels, Dan. What are you trying to say?
I've never heard of Kettle Bagels. Where are they located?
I'm sure they're everywhere, but the one I was at was in Connecticut. That's all I'm saying. Dan, look at you trying to. There's been a little Sherlock Holmes over here. Okay, I see what's going on. John says I'm at 942 subs, 9,000 watch hours. There you go, guys. Here's his link, guys. Let's get him to 1,000. Let's get him there, guys. Come on.
He's 60,
Let's get him
50,
to 1,000.
58.
58. That's not that much. Come on.
Mm.
Paul got bagel. Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Look at you, little investigators over here, huh? Wait, I heard you say that the other day too, Susanna. I think that's the joke she's using. Imagine if somebody actually does that though. Like if somebody actually that's their way of sourcing. Just look at the page.
You know, that reminded me when Susanna said that. When my dad passed, the day after he passed, my mom was getting phone calls for people that like wanted his organs, like his eyes and whatever. And I'm thinking, okay, I understand that you have to call within a certain amount of time, but come on, let the woman, you know,
The day after. That's
wow,
crazy.
yes.
Poor Victoria, have a great night. All right, Steven, thank you for stopping by.
Here, Steven.
Go enjoy your friend's band. You enjoy the show. We all know they are together. Look, Jennifer, look. Here's my hotel room. Look. What do you see? Nobody here.
Just you.
Nobody here. Just me.
Unless
just me.
Bathroom. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Someone's just hiding in the bathroom the whole time my life is happening. That's what's happening. Hey, what's up, value resellers? How you doing, Paul?
Hey.
Say all the time. What are you doing away from home, Victoria? That is a good question.
I'm meeting me and my best friend live about 3.5 hours away from each other. So we met in the middle and we rented a house and we haven't seen each other in probably over a year is what I'm thinking. We were talking about that last night. And we've been friends for almost 30 years. So we have a very strong friendship. So we really missed each other. So we decided just to rent a house and go halfway and meet. So.
And you're staying just for the weekend?
Yeah, just last night and tonight. And then we have to be out of the house by 10 a.m. tomorrow. Like not 10:05. If it gets to 10:01, they're like knocking on the door. So we're gonna try and get out earlier than that.
Oh wow, that's awesome. She's a smart cookie. Single mamas can't have their man play sleep in the house with the kids. Cheryl, you got jokes. Diana says, funny thing, we can see her shadow in the headboard when you move the camera. I don't know what you're talking about. There's Johnny. There is nobody here. There's nobody here, Johnny.
That's funny,
I'm just so confused about everybody in the chat. I have no clue. I don't know what you guys are talking about. All right, so before Retire Millennial, she should be coming on any second. I hope. I have to send her a message on Instagram, just a reminder. But she should be coming on any second. You want to just remind people where they can find you?
Adventures with Victoria. Jen, can you drop my channel? Because I can't on my phone. I can't. It won't let me do it. Adventures with Victoria on.
Can drop a channel.
Yeah, my channel, and I will be on. The next time I'll be on is Monday. I'm do a show every morning, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. And I hope to see you guys there. It's a lot of fun. We don't really talk about reselling a lot. We just have a blast and hang out, and it's just a morning coffee chat with friends. So, and my interviewee just left. So I guess it's my show now.
I have to go message her on Instagram, see if she's coming back. If she's coming on the show. Hey, Larry, I'm in the pool. Oh, she's here. I see her. Okay. She was kind of there for a second, but she's here. There she is.
Hi. Sorry, I have it
How you
playing
doing?
on my desktop and on my phone. All right, let me just. Okay.
You're getting me views. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Cool. Hi, Victoria.
Hi.
And then
It's
Silly
you.
Phlipper, what is your name? I don't think I've caught your name yet.
I don't think I know your name either. So
My name's
we're
Anita.
in the same boat. Anita, I'm Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Nice to formally meet you.
Great to meet you as well.
So you guys, I'm gonna go talk and do the interview, but it's very nice to meet you.
Great to meet you as well.
You too. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a
Have a
great
good one,
weekend, and
Victoria.
I'll see you guys Monday. What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you did. Okay. Bye, guys.
So, Anita, nice to formally
Hey, how's
meet
it
you.
going? Likewise, nice to meet you
I
as
found
well.
Yeah, I found you through these guys right here, the 5 resellers.
Oh, yes.
That's how I found your channel.
I love their channel, and I just love their journey, their experience, everything they share, both on Instagram and on YouTube. Hey guys.
Yeah. So you want to tell people who you are, what your channel is about, all that good stuff?
Of course. So my name is Anita. I'm also known as the Retired Millennial on Instagram and here on YouTube. I just got onto YouTube this February, or maybe it was March, earlier this year, 2021. Yeah. So it's only been like about 3 or 4 months. I'm primarily active on Instagram, where I document my journey to early retirement. And I use YouTube to document that same journey, but more so like talk about the projects that I'm involved in. So like I do reselling as like my side hustle. And I started doing that during quarantine. So I love to talk about that as a means to help me with my early retirement journey. So I actually invest all of my profit. And I'm hoping to actually hit $1 million through just consistent investing of all my profits. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So when do you want to retire and how many years?
Yeah. So hopefully when I'm 40. So I am 29 right now. So what is that? 11 years? Yeah. So in 11 years, hopefully, plus or minus a few years, things don't always go as planned, or sometimes they go better than planned. So yeah, that's kind of the goal for traditional FIRE, which is basically calculated as my retirement expenses times 25. And then I would withdraw 4% of that amount every year.
A lot of numbers.
Numbers. Basically, yeah. When I'm 40, I'll have enough money to sustain me for the rest of my life. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Victoria. You don't have to do, but thank you so much for a super chat. 24.99 says congratulations, Paul. Thank you so much, Victoria. You're the best. Appreciate you.
Congrats.
Yeah, I just became monetized yesterday, and my subs have been blessing me nonstop the whole time. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, no way. I thought you may have already been like past 1,000 and 4,000 views like a while, or 4,000 hours a while ago.
Yeah, I got past 1,000 about a month ago, but then I had no views because I haven't ever actually started going live. When you start doing live, you get a lot more views. So I started doing live, and it's crazy. Over the last month, I had 3,000 watch hours over the last month. Over the last 11 months combined, I had 1,000 watch hours.
Oh,
So
wow.
that
That's
just,
very smart of
yeah,
you.
yeah. So
Cool.
yeah, so finally did it. I can start making
Congratulations.
little here. There's my little cha-ching to my retirement right there, right? I
Yeah.
gotta put that stuff right there. Thank you
Do
so
you
much, Victoria. I
also
appreciate it.
do you also use your, I guess, your now new source of income? Are you planning on investing some of that?
Yeah, I'm buying. Just gonna buy a bunch of Doge, right? That's what you've been telling me to do. Just buy nonstop Doge.
I love it. Yeah, I've actually considered kind of doing some dollar cost averaging into crypto with my profit, because my all my profit from reselling is basically free money, because I actually haven't put any of my W-2 money into reselling. It's all been from my profits, and I
Wow.
just reinvest the profits. Yeah, so I started this with $0, by flipping a gift. So it was like something collecting dust in my house. And I sold that for
Hmm.
$15, like not even anything like worth like mentioning to the world. But yeah, it was 15 bucks, but then I used that to get more inventory at the bins, and everything at the bins, wait, cost like nothing because it's by the pound. So I was able to get a lot for 15 bucks, and then resold that and just kept that going. So I
Uh,
figured, like
It's
temper.
such a cool story. It's so awesome.
Yeah, it was all by accident, honestly. Yeah, totally accidental. I had no idea the reseller community was like well and thriving and, so vibrant, very active on YouTube. Had no clue.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's cool to be part of, multiple communities. I think I'm like at the intersection of like the fire community and the reseller community and like the debt-free community. Probably a
Hmm.
little bit of more, but maybe those three are like the top ones. But yeah, I love the reseller community.
It, what I learned also about YouTube is the more niches that you're a part of, the more communities you're a part of, the easier your channel is going to grow because now you can get subs from all three of those bases and
Uh,
you're touching all three of those things. So it definitely will probably help grow your channel for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Cool. When did you
Thank you.
start YouTube? Ooh, more money.
Oh my goodness. When did I start YouTube? First, first of all, Larry, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I started YouTube. Wow, October of 2019. And the reason I started YouTube is I started doing reselling. I started buying storage units, and I would post on my personal Instagram story. I was like, "Oh, look, I bought the storage units for 20 bucks. Here's what's inside." I just post like little, just tidbit stories and stuff. And then a bunch of my friends were like, "Hey, Paul, make a YouTube channel about this. We actually want to know what's actually inside more detailed." So I just started a YouTube channel just for some of my friends because they were asking to do it. I had no intentions of ever growing it to be anything like that. And if like the first, I think 6 or so months, that's all I was doing, just posting random videos, random vlogs of what I was doing. And I probably had like 50 subs the first 6 months. It wasn't really growing or anything. And then I started learning that there's actually people here in the reselling community, and I started reaching out to other people, growing together with them, and I guess here I am now.
Cool. I didn't know that you can buy a whole storage unit for as little as $20. Is that about the average price for them, or is that more on the low end?
The lowest bid you can do is $10. Uh,
Okay.
pre COVID-19, I was getting them for about 50 bucks or less because there was just so many units and there was not many people who were doing it, who were into it. A lot of it was live, so there's not much competition to get them. Now after COVID, a lot of it is online. A lot of people who are into it, so the
Mhm.
units price has probably 5x, sometimes to 10x. So like I can't get the same units I had last time for what it is now. I have to be a lot more smarter with every single one that I buy, but it's still a lot of money to be made. Yeah.
Okay. So what's your like profile now? Like as a reseller, what do you primarily sell?
Just I still do mainly sourcing storage units, so it
Oh,
just
cool.
whatever is in there, and that's the beauty of storage units is like I never sold yarn in my life ever before. Then I bought a
Yarn?
storage unit that just had yarn in it.
Oh,
Yeah, yarn. Never would have think of selling yarn before. But then I bought a storage unit that had about 3,000 skeins of yarn. So out of nowhere, I became a yarn reseller. So like, what am I gonna do? So I started researching yarn, started selling yarn. Like one time, I bought a storage unit that was full of like shoes and stuff. I was like, okay, let me start learning shoes. And that's the beauty of what I do is that every single time I go, it's a different adventure. It's a different thing I can learn from. So that's why
yeah.
I enjoy doing this kind of thing. Yeah.
Were your friends and family like, Paul, why do you have so much yarn?
My friends and family, some of them still don't think what I have is a real job. They think
Oh,
I'm doing a hobby and just trying to see where this goes. They don't see this as like a potential for like a career because
oh,
I'm from a Ukrainian household, so like in our culture, like if you're not a doctor or like a mechanic or like an engineer, whatever job you have doesn't qualify as being a career. So they don't think that what I can do can lead to something. So that's another actually like motivation for me just to prove them wrong and do it
right.
that way.
Yeah, my boyfriend's aunt actually does reselling full time. She has like I think she started with an eBay store and now she primarily sells on Amazon, but she does it full time. She like buys pallets of new things and yeah, she like for me, I consider it more in like the hobby realm because it's so low scale, but I still treat it like a business. It would be cool to do it full time, but
Yeah.
just not there yet. Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
so
plan
so
on doing?
what do you do full time?
Oh, so I do software engineering full time in the government sector. So I studied computer science in undergrad, and I also went to a little bit of grad school for it. But yeah, so that's what I do, like for my 9 to 5 job, and then I have like several side hustles. So I do like house hacking for an additional source of income, and then I also do some work for a local university, and then some reselling as well.
So a lot of things.
Yeah, too many things. Hopefully one day in the future I'll have a simpler answer, but for now it's just like a mishmash of various things.
Do you know who Jennifer Hayes is, by the way? Who this
No,
person is?
I don't think I do. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks
So
for bringing up
Jennifer Hayes is the mod of all mods. So pretty much you want her to be on your side. So she's like the link queen. She knows. So she doesn't know who you are, but she already found your Instagram somehow. She already found your YouTube channel, and she's
nice.
always popping links in all the chats. So like,
Cool.
so she's getting people. So she's getting you subs, getting you follows. She
Is
is a
Jennifer
legend.
a reseller? Is she a
I'm sorry.
reseller as well? Is she a reseller as well? Okay, cool.
Yes, I think she sells like she mainly deals with jewelry, and I believe mainly sell on Etsy, right, Jennifer? If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's what she does. Is TRM retired? No, she's not. she, she's working on it, right? And
Yeah, I have an answer to that. So, people like used to, I don't know if they still do, but they say like dress for the job that you want in the future. And I say get the Instagram handle for the life you want in the future. So yeah, it's more of like meant to document my journey to early retirement, to the life that I want. Kind of like
she wants to retire by age of 40. Yeah,
kind
see.
of like a vision handle, kind of like similar to the idea of a vision board, just kind of public.
So your plan now is just to resell, then get the profits from the reselling. You pretty much put them in the stock market or put them in the cryptocurrency market or put them in IRAs or whatever, just into various forms where you can get that money to work for you. Correct? Is that pretty much your business plan or no?
Yeah. So the strategy is to reinvest my profit back into the business. So I do save $50 every month to start for inventory. So I make sure to have enough money to buy more things to sell every month. And then the second part of that strategy is to make my money grow for me. So my investment plan up until recently has actually only been in target date index fund. So 2060, I believe. So like my birthday plus I do plus 70, not 65, to add a little bit of risk. So yeah, it's basically been in that. And then I've been putting a little bit into Doge, like not a significant amount, but like a couple hundred. Yeah, and in the future, I'm going back between 5% or 10% dollar cost averaging. So yeah, we'll see what I end up doing. But yeah, it doesn't hurt. Like I said, it's basically free money anyway. But my plan to get to $1 million, because that kind of seems like just a big number, and like, you know, resellers are like, how the heck are you gonna get
Yes.
to $1 million with just flipping, especially part-time? Well, the answer is I don't have to make all that from profit, because the stock market actually like makes it grow for me. So I don't have to actually put all that money in. So I crunched the numbers,
Yeah.
and basically, I mean, I have a whole video on this. Like, I'm not going to spend the whole time telling you all the different paths, but there's like an active kind of a way to do it where you have to stay busy every month for the next 40 years. Or you can do it with like 10 years of effort. So I want to do it with only 10 years of effort. So in order to do that, where I currently am now, I just have to invest $1,000 every month for the next 8 years. And at that point in 8 years, I'll have like $130,000 with the growth and with my input. And at that point, I can stop flipping. I can, if I want to, and I can stop investing. I don't have to put a single penny more into my account. And that number, 132,000, will grow to $1 million by the time I'm 65. So I'm
Oh, wow.
basically wanting to coast to $1 million. And I'm celebrating 2 milestones. The first one is when I reach that 130,000. And the second one is when I'm 65, which is way later.
So Cheryl's wondering, do you follow Dave Ramsey, or if not Dave Ramsey, do you follow anybody else in the finance business world? Like, who do you look up to?
So I take Dave Ramsey with a grain of salt. I think, you know, there's great things to say about, you know, the advice he gives. And I also think there's holes in it. His baby steps were created in 1992, which is almost 30 years ago. So in my opinion, I think they need some updating. But yeah, I actually started my journey into personal finance through one of his courses, like his local courses, and then have actually learned so much more on Instagram. So I call it like Instagram Academy. So yeah, I looked up, if you look up like the financial needs hierarchy. Okay, where am I? Yeah, it's like a pyramid. And at the bottom, it's kind of like, gosh, I forgot what it's called. It's like the basic human needs. Like at the bottom, it's like, you know, food and shelter, whatever. There's a version like that for, I think it's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. There's one like that for the finance world. And I kind of follow that, where it's like at the bottom, it's like you need enough money to like survive. You need money to have a roof over your head. You need money to eat. And you need money to pay taxes and to drive around. Like that's the basics. And then after that, you need your emergency fund, right? So I make sure to have a specific set aside emergency fund in a different account. And then after that is like your wealth building stage, which I'm at. So yeah, I'm like saving for retirement. I don't have any debt, but if you did have debt, that would be here. But I do use credit cards. I actually get a lot of free money from using credit cards. I know Dave Ramsey's totally opposed to credit cards, like
Against
religiously. Like, yeah, it's like
Mhm.
very, very bad if you have a credit card, even if you like pay them off on time. Yeah, Maslow's. There you go. That was it. Yeah, exactly. So if you're debt free, like he's very encouraging. Like he's helped a lot of people become
Mhm.
debt free. So he really echoes that. But yeah, I use credit cards, so I don't think even Dave Ramsey would consider me one of his students or whatever, because I use credit cards. And what else? And I started investing when I was 18, like with $25 a month. And I don't think
Oh wow.
I don't think he would really endorse that, because I don't know. He just he thinks you should have like an emergency fund before you can start investing. Those are his baby steps. If you're not familiar with it, it's like baby step number 1 is like $1,000 in savings, and number 2 is like get debt free. Number 3 is have a fully funded emergency fund. Number 4 is then to start investing. So I kind of started investing before he would deem it as like an acceptable time to start investing. So I really don't think there's very many like actual orthodox practice students, I should say, of Dave Ramsey. So that's a long answer to saying no, I don't follow his steps, but also acknowledging that
I feel like
it works
it's
for
just
some people.
good. It's good to get whatever you agree. Like that's I feel the same way. It's good to get like some information from him. I like to watch some of him. I like to follow what Gary Vee says. I like to listen to his stuff. Some of Daniel's right. Me, Kevin, Graham, Stephan. I watch Graham Stephan quite a bit.
Yeah,
Andre, yeah, all of these guys. It's
so like
good just not to follow one person religiously, because their plan might not work for you, but they always give some kind of good advice. And if you just get those pebbles of advice from all these different people, like you said, you have like an Instagram academy where you got a lot of people that you learn
yeah,
from. I feel like that's the best way to do it. Yeah.
I agree. I totally agree. It's like the statistician's approach to just making decisions. It's like making data-driven choices, I guess. Like you need to have a scatter plot of many opinions. That's exactly how I see it as well. Like
Yeah.
take what people say with a grain of salt, and get what applies to you and your situation and your context. Yeah.
So Donna says she loves free money. I recently saw on your Instagram that you got your iPhone pretty much for free. Want to
Yeah. So
explain to us real quickly how that happened?
yeah. I mean, you can watch the YouTube video for all the details, but basically, I use a lot of cash rewards. Like I said, I have credit cards that I use to pay for things I normally just have in my budget. For example, like rent, I use my credit card to pay my rent every month through Rent Cafe, and I get 3% back through one of my credit cards. So that's already like $40 a month. So I basically had like a savings, like a fund for my phone, and put a lot of like Rakuten money in there, and it added up to like $1,200. And I also use a stimulus check, as well. I use the $600 from there.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, none of it like was my W-2 money. Yeah, and
Okay, you guys, amen, amen, sister.
hey, yeah. So I mean, there's some people I know also that like get a bunch of free stuff through like Field Agent. There's a person that I follow. Her name is her handle is Debt Free Doctor. She's also a reseller. She's in Florida. And by the way, I'm in Central Coast, California, if in case anybody was curious. But yeah, she's over in Florida.
That's why I wonder. I wonder why you said PST and all your stories. I'm like, that probably means she's in Cali.
Yeah, I know. I think there's a good amount of people that follow me from the East Coast, which is why I just clarify time zones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm in California. Where are you, Paul?
I'm in the Philadelphia area, hence the Philly Flipper
Oh,
name.
Philly. Duh. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I know. I should have a Cali Flipper account. Oh, there's a lot of people who flip.
The probably something like that. There's a lot of different like Cali flipping different things, but there's only one retired millennial that I know. I think your YouTube name is really cool. Like it's me really stand out for sure.
Cool. That's good to know. Yeah, people are so confused. Like, are you actually retired? And it's like, not yet. Yeah, I've hit like coast, so
I also
what?
sorry, there's like a delay of my thing for some reason. So if I cut you off, it's not on purpose. But I saw you also, like me, you like to flip furniture, or is that something that you're into?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'd like to know more about what you flip as well. I flip like I'm an eclectic flipper, so I flip basically whatever I find at the Goodwill pins. I there's one like the Central Coast Goodwill pins is like 20 minutes away from me, so I go to that usually. And they do have pretty good priced furniture. And I like flipping furniture because usually it's less effort. Like it's less effort, in my opinion, to take the
Oh yeah.
pictures. And yeah, and the profit margin is higher, right? So I do like I recently sold like an IKEA piece. I've sold a lot of like chairs, like actually like the one I'm on right now. I bought two of these. It's kind of hard to see, but it's like a pink velvet vintage chair.
Mm-hmm.
I bought two of them for $50. So I sold one of them for 75 locally. And then I've actually found one in front of my mentor's house. My mentor's neighbor owns like an antique shop, and she will oftentimes put things in her front yard and just want them gone. So she put
Oh.
this like beautiful vintage chair out, and she just wanted it to disappear. So I picked it up for $0 and sold it for
Mm-hmm.
200. So that was a really great flip. And most people do buy furniture too. Do you sell your furniture locally?
Yes, all locally. I have a pickup truck, so kind of like what you do is I charge if they want to come to my warehouse to pick it up. I just sell it to them, but I also charge a delivery fee, so I can like make sure extra money in that too. So depends on where they go, I can deliver it to them as well. But I get a bunch of furniture and storage units, so that's pretty much kind of where it started from. But then like you, I seen a lot of furniture on curbs as well,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like even sometimes it's in great shape, I can get a lot of money for it. Sometimes if it's like scratched up or something, I say, hey, this can be a great restoration project, and I sell it as like a restoration project. And a lot of people are into that right now, especially in my area, and that stuff pretty much moves as well. So like it's pretty hard for me to find something that I can't flip furniture wise. People always try to buy it, so
Nice.
that's what I like to do here.
What else do you flip aside from furniture?
I have everything.
Everything. Okay.
I
Yeah.
sell like I said, I sell everything from like video games, CDs, DVDs, sports cards. It was big. The biggest thing I sold was probably like a sectional. So I sell it from everything from between. Yeah.
Yeah, people make a lot of money from flipping couches. Like I've seen a few accounts
Mm-hmm.
where all they do is flip couches and they make like thousands of dollars a month.
Yeah. Definitely possible. Like I don't think I sold a couch for less than like $100. So like it's definitely easy. I had before I became full time. Recently, I used to be a full time mover. I had my own moving company, and a lot of people would move to like the West Coast from here, and they couldn't take furniture with them. They would just always give it to me for free, and I would sometimes make more money selling what they gave me than what they would pay me to move them. So it's there's definitely a lot of money to be made in furniture. Just I understand why people don't want to do it because it is pretty heavy. It's kind of hard to lug around. You need definitely space to store it. Like I have all that stuff to care, so I can do it. But I understand if it's not for everybody. But I definitely enjoy it.
Right. Yeah, for sure. So do you do this full time or part time? Oh wow.
Hmm.
So do you have a schedule? Do you like source every day or do you stick to certain days of the week to source?
I try to use my weekends as much as I can with all the yard sales and garage sales that are here. I try to use them as much as I can, and then I try to buy a storage unit at least once every 2 weeks and try to go through that. And then the thrift stores I have around Philadelphia are terrible, so it's there's not much ROI I can get on there. But the art sales is really good ROI for me in storage units. and then I try to find as much free stuff as I can and flip
Yeah.
it that way as well. Yeah.
Yeah, low cost inventory is the best. I'm definitely on board with sourcing that way.
Uh,
So
how are thrift stores in Cali? Are they ridiculous as well?
I mean, like California is so big and different. Like I've heard, I mean, so the Central Coast is pretty affluent, I would say. So I feel like the bins that I go to, it's not like a regular thrift store. It's basically the overflow of all the other Goodwills
Yeah.
is great. Like I have found some really great items there. And so the Central Coast spans from Santa Cruz on the north side all the way down to San Luis Obispo and like everything in between. So the cost of living is like maybe actually I'm not even sure what the medium cost of living is, but there's pockets of wealth like in Santa Cruz and like
Hmm.
Pebble Beach, and so you do get a lot of that inventory. So it's pretty good. There's I feel like different Goodwills are kind of hit or miss throughout. There's some non there's like in the Carmel area, there's some pretty good thrift stores. They're considered like high end thrift stores, and some days they'll have like 50% off days.
Ooh.
So those are like really good, even like just for personal shopping and sourcing. Um, and my boyfriend's dad actually has been flipping for like 20 years. He's the reason why I started flipping. He does a lot of his sourcing in Morgan Hill, which he finds like a lot of great things there, and he's going like every day, or like every
Wow.
work day. Yeah, because he's like a therapist full time. So on his lunch breaks he'll like go and source. Yeah, but it's a really cool hobby. I definitely also don't think it's for everyone, but I think if you like enjoy the sourcing part, you kind of will push through like the listing part of it. I don't know. Do you like listing?
Uh, who
Yeah.
likes to list?
Okay, that's what I
At the end of
thought
the
because
day.
it's so hard sometimes. Uh,
Yeah. Shell asks, how do you feel about having employees, Paul? Also,
it's a good
do you think you
question.
ever go to the point? Yeah, I actually have an employee right now that she does clothes for me. She lists clothes. I pay her per item, and she lists clothes for me. I also have an employee that helps me with like the labor part. So I have two pretty much part-time employees. But that kind of leads to your question with the listing is that the parts that I don't enjoy, I make enough money with my business. I can hire somebody to do those kind of parts for me. And that way I can focus on the stuff that I do enjoy, which I love buying storage units. I love to go sourcing. I can do that part all day. But the listing part is now for me, the shipping part is also becoming a headache because if I have a good weekend, sometimes on Monday I have like 60 packages to ship. And I don't want to, and it takes like 4 or 5 hours, and it's very not a lot of fun to do that. So if I could find
Yeah.
somebody to help me pack and ship as well in the future, then it'll be a lot of fun, for sure.
So what are your numbers in terms of like how many listings do you have up and how many do you like have a goal to put up every
Too
day?
many.
Too many? Okay. Sounds like
Uh,
it. 60
I think
in a weekend.
I do. I have like 4,000 something listings on eBay, and
Wow.
then I cross post to a bunch. Like you, I've been watching your videos. You sell out. You sell on Facebook Marketplace online. I'm slowly transitioning to get all my eBay stuff on Facebook. I did a test last weekend where I listed 100 things on Facebook in the weekend, and I had those 115 of them sold. So 15% sell through in one weekend for Facebook. I was like, ooh, I can definitely use the Facebook Marketplace to my advantage as well. So I've been slowly
Yeah.
cross-posting to Facebook. Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm trying
Facebook.
to move about 120 to 150 items every single week.
Oh, every week. Okay, that's great. That's a great goal. Yeah, Facebook Market. I feel like is, I don't know if it's in like like a well kept secret or not, but I feel like a lot of resellers are kind of sleeping on it, at least from what I see. And it is kind of a different flavor of reselling. Like a lot of people primarily want, deals depending on what you're selling. So like you will get a lot of items like at least from my experience, a lot of like $10 items do well, $7 items do well.
Yes.
But then once those list, at least in my opinion, in my experience, the bigger ticketed items kind of get boosted as well. So yeah, because I did a month where it was my biggest profit month, and I mean it's probably like nothing compared to what you're doing. But in February, I did like $1,700 in net profit.
That's really good.
Yeah,
For
and
profit, it's really good. Yeah.
yeah, I was in net profit, and that I got so burnt out from that month because a lot of it was just like a high volume approach on Facebook Marketplace. Like most of the sales came from Facebook Marketplace, but like maybe 40% of that money came from eBay with a lot less listings. But not everything I list sells fast on eBay. So, but a lot of things that I list on Facebook will sell fast. So I was like, the next month, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stick to kind of like higher price items. But then the speed kind of slowed down a little bit. And I realized that I kind of can't get around like small ticketed items. So I think I'm going to just have to keep, I call them like boosting pawns on Facebook Marketplace because they really give you algorithmic favor in my experience. They'll kind of like elevate all of your listings. It seems like the algorithm just favors sales. It doesn't matter how much they are. So like even if they're like low ticketed items, they kind of boost everything else up.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like Facebook also likes movement. So like whenever I post like 10, 20 items, usually when that happens, a couple months later, I get a sale. Not necessarily from those items, but just from somewhere. So I think they like the activity of me posting multiple things there. Like I don't know, I have no clue how that works. I don't think anybody does. But there's certain things that definitely you can see help for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll plus one what you just said. Definitely. I've noticed the same thing as well. Someone said it would be very
Pearl is
hard.
saying it would be really hard for her to search in her area of California. I can see that. Then Cheryl said there's a lady that exclusively sources for eBay by dumpster diving in the wealthy neighborhoods in Cali.
Cool. By the way, to that person who's having a hard time sourcing in California, you could try drop shipping. I've never tried it, but there's someone on YouTube that I listened to. I think his name's like Danny. I don't remember what he goes by, but he does drop shipping. So he actually has no inventory. He just selects items on eBay that sell well, and then we'll make listings for them on Facebook Marketplace. There's like some things I would look into before you choose an item, but yeah, you can always consider learning drop shipping. Do you agree, Paul?
I live in a great part of California, but this area is different. Oh, I've definitely heard of drop shipping. I also have one of my subscribers who lives in Alaska, and so it's really hard for her to thrift in Alaska. But what she does is she finds certain brands and she does different keywords on YouTube, on eBay and Poshmark, and she finds when people underlist a kind of brand of clothing, and she buys them on eBay and then sells them right back to eBay for the correct amount. So she sources that way too. And I've seen her send me screenshots where she buys items like dresses herself for, she buys them for $20 and sells them back on the same platform for 200 plus. So I never thought about it sourcing that way, but that's pretty incredible. She can do that as well.
Yeah, my boyfriend used to do that when he was in high school with Oakley sunglasses. He would take advantage of bad listings. So usually listings that end like I think like at midnight or like on a like random day of the week at an odd time. He'll usually like watch those items and then make a bid last minute to get them at a low price.
She says, I'm not a reseller, just saying I lived here for 49 plus years. I know my area really well. Yep, that's also like that's one of the every single I think area has their pluses and minuses for cost of living for reselling and stuff. It just gotta figure out how to use it for your advantage for sure. Like I'm blessed to live in Philadelphia where I like to do storage units, and every single week we have 100+ storage units going to go up for auction. I have friends who live in the middle of like North Carolina where they have one unit going up for auction in a week, you know. So I'm blessed to do that, so I can do storage units. Like I wouldn't advise my friend in North Carolina to do storage units because there's not much inventory for him. So it's you just gotta adapt to where you are.
Right.
Do you have a Facebook shop, Paul? I just started using regular marketplace. Take my shop. What is a Facebook shop? I'm confused. You know what that is, Anita?
No, I don't know what it. I
Yeah.
know what it like. Maybe Facebook Marketplace, like having listings on there, like having a e-commerce profile. I'm not sure.
Like like the online version, maybe. I think. Yeah. Yeah, because I just been using Facebook mainly just for local stuff, but recently I just started doing the online, and I'm like me and Anita have been saying we're pretty surprised on how good it moves. Like Annette just subscribed to you. Thank you,
Oh,
Annette.
thank you. Agua girl. Aqua girl.
Paul's a super lister. He doesn't overthink like camera angles and brand names. I want to be like that. Yeah. I definitely, guys, don't use me as an example. People like see some of my listings that I post. I'm more of like a quantity because I do about 20-30 listings a day. It's really hard for me to do 20-30 listings a day and have them be really high quality. So I'm a quantity poster, and I've learned, like I said, don't learn from my thing, but I learned even with my low quality postings, I still get the sales. So, but definitely don't use me as an example for that guy. Like right now, I'm on a trip. I'm in Connecticut, so I went yard selling this morning. So I'm in a hotel, and I bought a bunch of like video games, and I just been posting them from my hotel bed. So it's terrible quality pictures, not good. I'm using the bed sheet as the background, but I bet you the video games will still sell because they don't, people who buy video games don't really care about the backdrop and the light in the pictures.
Yeah, I think there's a big misconception that you have to have like only, well, I mean, I say this. Okay, so what I was going to say was that a lot of people think you have to have that perfect picture, but I think really, at least what I've heard is just like as long as you can see the item, it doesn't matter if there's clutter in the background. But then I've also heard that items with a white backdrop just get more click-throughs. But I guess if you have like 4,000 listings, it probably that you probably don't see the difference.
No.
So yeah.
Well,
Not
what
sure.
I did see the difference is for local stuff. I have a warehouse, so for local stuff, I used to just take pictures of my furniture wherever it was and post it that way, and it would still move, but not move as quick. And recently, I did this thing called a staging room. So I just made a room in my warehouse where I stage furniture. So like if I sell a dresser, I put a dresser, I put like a little vase on it, I put like a little art piece behind it or whatever, make it look like it. Put a rug underneath, so it looks like it's in a house. And I noticed that that way the furniture sells a lot quicker. I don't know if it's just like people's mentality for doing it or something, but that I spend my effort on those kind of things. But like if I'm selling things online, if I'm selling like bobbleheads, I'm not gonna really spend too much time getting the right angle on the bobblehead or whatever. I'm just gonna take 3 or 4 pictures and pretty much get it done.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. I've heard that too from I think there's like the Aussie Flipper. I think that's his handle. He's a
Mm-hmm.
full-time flipper, also has I think has a warehouse as well in Australia. He also taught that as well to have like props on your stage furniture and use like adjectives like beautiful or like stunning or
Yep.
gorgeous in the title, and it does something to the buyer.
Yeah, I guess people don't have that much creativity. So when I show them something in the warehouse, they're like, okay, that looks cool, I guess. But then when I make it look like it's in the house, like, oh, that would look good in my house. I think it's all mental with people, and that always works. Sold 2 things in a
Yeah.
couple hours. Nice. So Steve just started doing Facebook online, and he sold 2 things in a couple hours yesterday. That's awesome.
Oh,
Good for you. Mark just subscribed to you as well. Awesome.
Oh, nice. I
That's
saw
cool.
that notification come through. Thank you.
Yeah, Mark is known as Sarcastic Storage Stacker. He also buys storage units in Kentucky, and his business model is a lot different than mine. But I actually like his business model because he doesn't do anything online. He doesn't sell on eBay or anything like that. He just sells furniture locally to people or the big items locally, and then he has people who sell online who just buy lots from him. So if he finds a bunch of video games in the storage unit, he has a video game guy. If he finds DVDs, he has a DVD guy. He has clothes guys, all that stuff, and he just moves the stuff in bulk that way. Yeah,
That's
so it's a pretty cool channel as well for sure.
Hey, Paul, I have a question for you. What do you do with your dead inventory? Is there a certain point where you get rid of it, or do you just let all 4,000 items just sit there forever?
To prevent online dead inventory, I do markdown sales. And then the longer the item has been in my store, I do a markdown sale every single month, and it's a big percentage that it goes off. So I only been reselling for a year and a half, so I don't
Oh,
have
wow.
anything that's been there for that long. But so right now I have if it's been there for 2 months to 3 months, that item right now is 5% off in my store. If the item has been there in my store for 3 to 6 months, the item is 10% off. If it's been in my store for 6 to 12 months, it's 20% off. If it's been there for a year, it's 30% off. Now, when I get to the 2 year mark, I'm going to put that at 50% off and just move it that way. So that's what I do for my eBay stuff. For my local stuff, I have it listed for a certain price for 3 months on my Facebook Marketplace. If it doesn't sell, I take it down. I put it at 50% off, list it for a month on that. And then if it doesn't sell, I just take it to Goodwill and get rid of it because it also takes up too much space. And I just get rid of it that way.
Okay. Yeah, I've been donating some of my stuff as well. Stuff that I just don't really want to bother with anymore.
Yeah, there's definitely stuff I've been learning over the years. What I thought would sell doesn't sell as well. Like you would think, like Ralph Lauren polos would sell. I can't give those things away pretty much. I sell Old Navy more frequently than I sell Ralph Lauren, and they sell very similar price costs. And men's Old Navy been selling way better for me than Ralph Lauren. I don't know if it's just the Ralph Lauren market's oversaturated or what, but so there's a lot of stuff that I learned that I thought would be good that isn't good. But yeah. Ooh, Cheryl, $10. Thank you so much for my homie. I appreciate you, Cheryl. You guys are too nice. Hey, what's up? Kelly's here as well. Also, sorry to interrupt, but for me, I also have a warehouse, so I think my method is not going to work for everybody else. Do you store everything in your like apartment or your house right now? Or do you have like a place where you keep your inventory?
Yeah, so I have like a 50 to 70% sell-through rate every month. So like I don't really need a lot of storage because of that. But I do have like a designated like entry closet where I keep me and my boyfriend split that space for our inventory. And then I have another space in my laundry room. And then bigger things like furniture, I've just been putting in my garage. I haven't put my car in my garage in a while because I usually have like furniture. But
So what do you do if the furniture doesn't sell? Like, how long do you give it to sell?
so far I've sold all of my furniture except for this like one kneeling chair, which I've had for 2 months. So I've never been in the situation where like I have to, now I'm thinking about, okay, what am I going to do with this kneeling chair? I think if I lower the price enough, like somebody will pick it up. But I think maybe the days are now gone where people need a chair because they're working from home. I think people that are working from home have their chairs now at this point, I would hope. So I feel like locally there just really isn't a need for that. But yeah, I'll probably I like the chair too, so I'll probably keep that one in particular. But if it was an item that I had no desire for either, I'd probably give it away to family. Or my neighborhood is really good at just putting things out on the curb for people to take. It's a college campus, so I live where faculty and staff live. So it's just kind of like in the culture of college campus, to just put things out front and let, people take it. I've gotten things from my neighbors before. People have gotten things from me. So usually like things end up in the front of the house for free.
That's something that it's cool that you understand that. 'Cause a lot of times people who are resellers, they always try to get something for it. And then what they don't realize is that that space that they're causing is actually causing them way more harm than good. And it's a lot better if we actually just get rid of an item and fill that space with something better that's actually going to sell for you. And that's them, people sometimes don't understand, like, wait, I need to make something for this. It's been here for this long. It's just that inventory. But like, it's good that you understand that gene. Sometimes you just gotta let it go. That's something that people like. Not everything you have might sell. Just sometimes you just let it go, forget about it, and fill that space with something better that's gonna move a lot quicker for you.
Yeah.
So it's cool
And
to see you understand that.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the reason why I'm like okay with letting it go is because like I'm already in like the green for just my overall, like everything I've ever bought in and everything that's ever sold. Like I'm in the green. Like it really doesn't matter. Like it would be nice to get something for it, but I'm also like strategic about my low cost inventory. So usually like my inventory will pay itself off fast. So, by that point where there's like a good amount of dead inventory that's in my way, like when I get rid of it, I'm not losing money. And I'm just kind of like, I'm not minimalist, but minimalist-ish. So like clutter just really bothers me. So like, I don't like having like an item just sit there for too long. Like a month is even too long for me, but I'm kind of pushing for like maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It really should be a year to give it, every season a chance. But I start getting impatient after like a month or two. I'm like, is this thing actually going to sell? Yeah.
Now, I missed. What did you say your sell-through rate was for eBay?
So it's been around 50 to 70% sell through.
70? 70?
50 to 70%, yeah. So
Wow.
it's kind of gone in between that. And so the way that I calculate it though is like 1 month I'll, like let's say I buy 300 items, and I sell like 150 or whatever. I don't always sell 150 of those 300 that I bought that month. It's just 150 from my like whole inventory. So that's kind of how I calculate it, if that makes sense.
That's really good. I usually sell about 3% a week. So for me, it's about 12%. But I just have so much items that it's not hurting me. But 50% of your inventory every single month is really good. That's awesome.
Yeah, but I mean, you also have like, what's 3% of 4,000? 4,000 times 0.03, 120 items. That's a lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's pretty much what I have going out a week, 120 to 150. Yeah, that's my goal. Yeah,
that's crazy. That's amazing though. Yeah, see, that's how much I
it's getting hard to do by myself.
Yeah.
It's getting to that point where like I need to hire somebody to help.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Do you have plans on hiring one more person?
Yeah, or the person that is listing for me, I'm trying to maybe put her into like an hourly salary instead of just like a commission based, and just have her list, ship, and do other things around the house for me as well, and just bring her on full time. It's definitely something that's in my brain, just trying to figure out the best way to do it for sure.
Did you have to train her?
Well, she's family. She's my cousin, and the reason why she got the job is because she used to work at a clothing store, and I have her listing clothing, and it's so easy for me to train her the eBay way of how to do drafts. It would be a lot harder for me to train her and say, hey, this is what this kind of style clothing is. This is what this pattern is. It's what this is. She already she already had all that apparel like lingo down. So all I have to just train her was how to take pictures, how to do the drafts. She knew what a peak lapel was or something like that. She knew all those that lingo. that was probably the hardest part of the whole process. I had just had to train her how to take pictures, how to get the proper dimensions in, how to train her how to do the drafts and all that, which is not that hard to do. So that's the only thing I had to train her in. So I got pretty lucky.
So, when did you go full time, and like what conditions did you make sure you met before you went all in?
um, well, I went full time March, so not that long ago. Um, like I said, I had the moving company. I started the moving company about 3 years ago. That was my full-time income. I owned the moving company, and then about halfway through that, I started reselling, and it was like a hobby for me that started making extra income on it. And I was between that time, I was having a lot more fun with the reselling than the moving, and I was trying to make a proper transition to do it, but I had to escalate it because I couldn't find enough good employees for my moving business. And my moving business just started costing me money because the guys I had would either damage something or not be unreliable. They would either damage property or damage people's items. And I was from like January to February, from January to March, I was losing money on my moving business. So it was either like I had to shut down the reselling and just focus on the moving part, or shut down the moving and take the full step into reselling. So I shut down the moving company and went to full time reselling. I don't think I was like fully prepared for it. That wasn't my ideal point of doing it, but it was just like I just had way too much headaches with the moving thing. I didn't want to do it anymore, and I was like, let me go into this. And that's kind of why I'm scared to hire employees for the as well, because I figure if I can find enough good people, I'm not gonna enjoy it as much anymore either, and I'm not gonna
Right.
enjoy what I'm doing. So it's kind of what's slowing me down as well.
I see. I see.
Yeah,
Cool. Cool.
yeah.
Yep.
Um,
Reselling's
so
a whole other world.
yeah, before I let you go, do you want to tell the my subs like if they sub to you, what kind of content are you gonna provide?
So lately, it's primarily been my $0 to $1 million challenge, where I flip random things and invest the profit into the stock market. But I also share more like money content. At least I'm planning on it. Primarily like retirement related. But yeah, I would say 95% of my stuff is my flipping journey, the $0 to $1 million goal, so you could see where I'm at with that, how long I have to go, and my strategy and all that
Do,
kind of stuff as well.
do you give like updates every single month on that, or where you
Um,
are?
I Yeah, so I used to do monthly, end of the month updates. I do quarterly now. Yeah, so I might, that's at least for quarter two. Quarter three, I might go back to monthly. But I also do a lot of like reseller tips with like Facebook Marketplace. So if you're really interested in knowing like how to get more traffic to your listings, I have like what I call an octopus method that I use, so you don't have to like, pay for boosting.
It's a really good video, guys. I definitely recommend you guys watch that one. For Facebook, it's
Yeah.
very helpful.
Yeah, so things like that. I'm kind of all about Facebook Marketplace and eBay as well, but I feel like I have more to teach on Facebook Marketplace than eBay. Someone said, "Who is she?"
Yeah, Paul came late. Who is she? Here's her channel, Paul. She is Anita, who's a 29-year-old engineer that resells on the side and then takes the profit that she makes from reselling into stock market, and she's going to be a billionaire in about 2 years, pretty much.
A billionaire would be nice. Yeah, hopefully multi-millionaire.
Yeah, because guys, here is her Instagram. Here is her YouTube. Make sure you guys sub to both. Definitely gonna be worth your time. Awesome content. I think you're like at 300 something subscribers, right? Or 400. I don't remember.
On YouTube, I think it's creeping up to 400. Pretty proud of myself. I've been getting like about 100 subscribers a month since I started. Let's see, how many do I
Awesome.
have?
That's awesome.
378. So very close to 400.
There you go.
Yeah, so
You guys want to catch her when she's still fresh, so you guys can say I knew her before she was made it big.
and you guys can also ask for content, and that like if there's something, if you're a new flipper, I would be happy to make something to be helpful too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
For sure. All right. Anita, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah,
I'll be
thanks, Paul.
watching, commenting your videos in the future, and good luck on your journey for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Have a good time. You said you're in Connecticut right now?
Yep.
All right. Have a good time in Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good weekend, Paul. Thanks for having me on. It was a pleasure.
All right.
All right.
Thank you
Bye.
for being here. Yep. Have a good one.
You too.
Hi guys, that is the end of the show. Like I said earlier, I'm on vacation for a weekend in Connecticut. So I'm sorry if I couldn't be as active with the chat. I'm on my phone, so it's kind of hard to see all the comments. But I appreciate all of you guys who are here. Thank you guys so much for coming. All of you guys who gave your hard-earned money to me in super chats. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of it. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Hope you guys had a great weekday of sourcing. Go guys, get the stuff listed. Let's make some money together. TJ should be on after me pretty soon for his show. Also, Gina's gonna be on pretty soon. And then tonight at 10 p.m., make sure you guys are Reseller SNL with Angie, Emily, and Save Here First, Ella. Make sure you guys are there. Thank you guys again for being here. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.